Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video by me, Basic Ollie. So, today we are going to do ourselves a little challenge video. As you can see here, we are racing around Monza, and it's more like the GTR Cup. But when I raced in the GTR, I found it a little bit too easy. So I thought to myself, do you know what? Let's have a race around Monza, but I'm going to let my girlfriend decide. So, as we speed things up here, she's going to pick her first car right now, and yeah. Something I've never driven before, because out of all there's two Lexus Group 3 cars, and this one's the worst, and she just happens to pick that one. But let's thank the Lord it's not like a Z4 or a BMW M3 anyways. So, let's get this race underway then. As you can see, there's some really quick people in here, so we have to do our very best to try and even stick with these guys. Because even in a slipstream, this thing is going to struggle. Now, the Lexus is a solid car. You know, the handling's quite good. Acceleration-wise, it's all good. Lacks a little bit top end. You know, nothing major. As you can see, we're not losing too much time as we're getting ready for the first corner. Then, are we going to get annihilated coming to the first chicane? No. That was extremely clean. Very odd for Monza. But as you can see, look at the difference there. He just absolutely flies away. It's remarkable. Even with my slipstream, the time is just going up and up and up. I just cannot touch him. And even though I'm getting a slipstream, it means the guy behind me is also still getting mine. And I just, yeah, throughout this whole race, really, in this Lexus, it's going to be so difficult to try and keep these positions due to the power of the slipstream. The people behind me in the GTRs, they're going to get the slipstream plus the extra top speed, whereas I'm only going to get the slipstream. So it does even itself out because we're all in the slipstream, but it's not going to be enough, is it, with that GTR? You know, it evens itself out. So as you can see here then, straight away, the guy in third place is right on my back. He's on the inside here. Can he get a move done? The inside is a dangerous place to be coming up to this section here. What's he going to do? I just brake ever so slightly earlier. Little tap, not meaningful, trying to give him enough space. A little bit of argy-bargy, but overall quite clean. That could have ended disastrously if we wanted it to, but thankfully not too bad at all. But now we have a Spaniard on the outside on the left hand side. You can just see him on the radar there. He's just appeared, but he's just with that slipstream and that speed of that damn GTR. He's just flown past me, and not a lot I can do there. And I didn't really realise until this point here, where I was thinking to myself, how have I managed to lose so much time going through that corner? This is not a bad handling car at all. I realised I was on the hard tyres. So not only am I in a slower car in every aspect, I am also on the hard tyres. But coming through here, I really catch up with these two, as the Lexus is really stable coming out of those slow speed corners. Much more stable than the GTR. The GTR in first and second gear kind of wants to kill you a little bit, as long as you behave yourself in this, you can go through the corners quite quickly. As you see, once again, as a whole, the car is it's a lot more stable than the GTR. The GTR's got so much power, can't really handle it, and the rear end kind of goes a little bit in the lower traction zone, so we say, and yeah, the rear end just will decide to kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it at all. But anyways, we managed to stick in 4th place for quite a while. As I skip ahead to lap 4, we started to lose the top 3 by quite a bit, so skip ahead to lap 4, we swap onto the medium tyres, so that brings us out in 6th place. And it looks like there's not really anyone around us, so decided to skip ahead 2 laps then, and we managed to keep up with, well, I say keep up, we managed to catch up with the 2 guys ahead of us. The Spaniard, and is that someone from Netherlands, I believe? He flies into the he flies into the pits, and now we are behind the Spaniard in front of us. But we've got a Spaniard behind us as well, and that GTR once again is going to show its top end speed. But you can see there, 4th and 3rd, they were the leaders. They've got penalties as this guy manages to get on the inside of me. I really didn't mean to hit him so much leaving that chicane. I was turning as tightly as I possibly could. But it was there's just not enough space, and then stupidly going over that corner there, I just cut it a little bit too much, and that's gonna land me with a half-second penalty. And as I take it there, it doesn't look too good, and there he goes. So he goes flying past me there. The guy in the I don't like that livery, that yellow and red, not too great. But we get a move done on the Italian then, as he had a a longer penalty, so we managed to still overtake him regardless of us serving ours. It looks like we're going to be attacking this guy all the way to the end then. Can we get some sort of position gain from him here? If we do, he's going to be right on the back of us for the rest of the race, and we will have to defend really hard to get some sort of result from this. As you can see, the leader's gone into pit, so it looks like, interestingly, he went 7 laps on the mediums. Little tip, the hard tyres in this race are trash, by the way. They really are bad. I would advise staying on the mediums for as long as you possibly can in some aspects. I'd probably say 7 laps is probably about right. The experience from using the car, the GTR earlier, with tyre wear. I'd say 7 laps is probably the way you'll want to go. I just did 4 laps. As soon as they pulled away and I couldn't get the slipstream, I decided to go on the hard tyres. But slow down here, there's nothing I could really do. I turned it and then he hit me, and I really tried hard not to take him out. I really did, but there was absolutely nothing I could do. I can only apologise to the guy, but yeah, it's just that corner there. Go for a massive dive bomb, and that's just it's just embarrassing. That attempt at trying to overtake him there. It's just embarrassing. Like, it was just awful. I just totally deserved that. I dropped like 4 positions there. Thoroughly deserved. The guys in front of me have overtaken me, and they deserve it. That was just silly. There's a big mistake. It's the first time really I've outbraked myself going into that first chicane. I'm normally quite good at that, but yeah, it's just not good. But can we make any sort of gains? We'll look for a move on the inside here. It's very clustered around here, so nearly go straight into the back of that guy, just about miss him. So there's one position here, looking for a move on the inside as the Italian is getting knocked a little bit wide. We're going to get it done there. Yeah, lovely. The Spaniard loses his rear end in the GTR, which is quite common, but through those last 2 corners we've gained 2 positions, so I will take that, a P6. Now, going ahead to the last lap, unfortunately I did get myself another half-second penalty, so these two are fighting like crazy. I have got the Italian right behind me, but it didn't give me the opportunity to serve it because I kind of got it on the last lap, the penalty. So I'm going to get a second penalty here. Is it going to make a difference to our finishing position? No, not by the looks of it. So P7, it's not too bad. Considering we started in P2, we lost 5 positions. It's not the worst thing in the world, but there you go. It's not too bad. Anyways. Not quite sure why I used that sound effect. No idea, but regardless, the missus this time has chosen the Beetle. Now the Beetle is a good all-round car, grips really well. It's just a good car to drive. Once I did this race in this car, I thought, you know what, in the next manufacturers, I think I'm going to sign with Volkswagen. Yes, you have to use your Scirocco, but I'm not going to worry too much about those Group 4 races. I'll probably just stick with the Group 3. Anyways, let's crack on with this race then. So again, we're starting in P2. My God, is there nothing that can defeat that thing in a straight line? Ridiculous. How has he caught up with me that quickly? Just insane. Gets a move done on the inside, then dive bombs me. And again, to be fair, we managed to survive the chicane. No one has killed us yet. It's an absolute miracle. It's amazing to get through one race without getting killed on the first corner of Monza. But we've done 2. Luck must be on our side somehow in that first corner. Surely then we can get some sort of result. As these two are fighting really hard, then let's see if we can get on the back of them. I did not touch that GTR on my screen. I swear to you, I did not touch him. But look at this. The 4th, I think it's one of the back straights. Look at him. He's just absolutely destroyed me. Now this car I'm in is not slow. It is not slow. We managed to defend from in there. We stuck it on the inside. I was a bit more defensive. I was defending my position a lot harder there because I did not want to give it up. I want a good result. Start of lap 3 then. This guy, yeah, see you later, mate. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? I don't understand why this GTR has such great speed. We go for a dive bomb on the inside, then we brake really late, switch it to the right. Look at that for a move. Fantastic. That Beetle felt really good on the brakes. I felt like the guy in the GTR did brake quite early, but regardless, we managed to get a massive dive bomb. But it doesn't really make a difference, unfortunately, because by the time you get on the straight, the main straight, the slipstream and the speed of the thing just means he's going to gain at least, what, a second on you on that straight? And there's nothing you can really do. So I look for the same move, but he goes defensive on the right-hand side. Bit naughty, you know, moving in the braking zone. Shouldn't really have done that. give him a slight nudge, and he manages to keep that position. But it's the story of this race, in many ways, when I was racing this guy, is the fact that, as you can see when I'm fast forwarding, I can stick with him easily, but as soon as we hit the main straight, he just goes, just absolutely obliterates me. Anyways, he goes in the pits. It's time for someone else in another GTR to overtake me. What a surprise, and there we go. So this time, it's a German this time. He's managed to overtake me. Can we go for a move on the inside here? No. The German's slightly more confident on the brakes through the first chicane, so doesn't look like we're going to get any sort of move done there, unfortunately. But that's how it goes sometimes. Anyways, skip to lap 7. We've stuck with him throughout the race, which is good. Swapping now onto the hard tyres. Let's see where we end up after this pit stop. Because a lot of people, what they do is what I did in Lexus. You start on the hards, pit on lap 3 or 4, go on the mediums, and just go from there. But lap 9 then, here we go. We're looking for a move, getting the slipstream from GTR, just about got more speed. It's going to be a battle of who's going to be the bravest here. Just out braking, but you can see how good the brakes are on this thing. They really are exceptional. I just managed to get the move done. That is fantastic. But now we're going to spend the next 2 laps defending from this guy. He's going to get the slipstream on the inside. He decides not to go for it, which is quite surprising, to be honest. He definitely could have got that move done if he wanted to. But I feel like on this one he's just probably going to bide his time, follow me, and then when there's like a guaranteed overtake on a main straight, maybe he'll go for it. But thankfully we managed to defend from him, and we get a fantastic P4. Now you're probably thinking, what, P2 to P4, that's not a good result. In the cars like that, it is against the GTR. But anyways, the missus is deciding once again what we're going to choose, what we're going to go in, I should say. She's flicking through here. Bit nervous on this one because I kind of want a good result on the next one. What's she going to pick? Come on, please pick something decent. Well, thanks for that, love. Appreciate that. Fantastic choice. Absolutely brilliant. Anyways, let's see what we can do. I asked her to do a job. She's done it. Let's just crack on as we are racing now against these guys in what has to be one of the worst Group 3 cars I think there is. Now, when she picked this, I knew I was in trouble straight away, as this guy's straight on the attack then. Can we defend or get something done? We have to go for very, very late braking lunge. We get it done. We get a little tap from the guy behind us, but we managed to keep the position. So, as I look behind me then, is there anything scarier than this? I mean, you could have nightmares for the rest of the week just looking behind you, looking at that image. I am in big trouble. Right then, shall we see if we can defend from this guy behind us? He's looking for a move on the left-hand side then. Flies past. There's no way I can defend it. Not at all. And now he's on the inside for the next corner. He's just going to slightly push me out there, but these things are going to happen. He's getting a little bit twitchy. The objective in this race then is just to see if we can stick with this guy's slipstream, break away from the guys behind us, as hopefully they'll all start fighting. And we can just see if we can just use that slipstream to stick with him and possibly make a late lunge somewhere later on in the race. But that's not possible, because by lap 4 he's 4 seconds ahead, because the top speed of that thing, it destroys McLaren. It's not great in a straight line. And then we get overtaken by another Brit, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, the GTR. And there was no point defending that, no point at all. He had too much speed. And one thing I did realise in this McLaren is the rear grip here was just awful. The rear tyres died off really badly. This guy's all over me. He's just pushing me all over the track. But then he gets his comeuppance there. And there you go. He seems to absolutely destroy himself. He's gone to the shadow realm. See you later, mate. You're not coming back from that. Anyways, 6 laps on the medium. Probably should have gone an extra lap. But the rear left tyre was dead. Completely dead. There was no point in continuing. Coming out of the pits then. We're in P4. So it's not too shabby. Nothing too much happens as they all pull away. But then I skip to lap 8. As you can see, the guy on the left is just overtaking us. But then we get a double whammy because the guy on the right also overtakes us. So yeah, massive double whammy there. Can we go for a dive bomb? No, not really. I mean, it's just they're braking at the right points. So am I. But oh, look at that! Spaniard nearly, absolutely bottling it there. But it was just an awful car. It's just awful. It was just awful. But anyways, I tried my best, guys, but I just didn't have a chance with this one. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care.